Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have our Christmas Eve Omnigeddon haul. Stick around, folks, it should be fun.
Ho, 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 ho.
Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics Christmas Eve haul. Now this month we do have a mixture of standard omnibus collected editions as well as standard books, just regular old books. They were a little bit special, but I got some books I wanted to show them to you, so we went ahead and put them in this haul. Now, we got a lot to go through, folks. I hope you're all having a great holiday season so far. I'm going to quit talking about it. We're going to stack these books over here as usual, and we're going to start pulling books. Don't go away. All right, we got everything stacked here. It's kind of a leaning tower of books at this point. My life may actually be in danger. So we want to start pulling these as soon as possible so I can kind of bring the stack down. We're going to start with some of our Amazon books. I know, but these were actually really they were on sale for Black Friday, and I could not say no to them. For those of you that know me, know that I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I do own all the Game of Thrones books, but we went ahead and got the Game of Thrones Illustrated Edition. And they had these on sale for 20 bucks at Amazon. I'm going to pull this one too because I believe, yes, these are the other two. So we got Game of Thrones, A Storm of Swords, and A Clash of Kings. Now these are supposed to come out every 20 year on the 20-year anniversary of each original release, so it's going to take a while to get the rest of them. We do have the fourth book coming shortly, but it's going to be quite a while before we see the rest. But these are illustrated editions, and if that's something you want to see later on down the line, let me know in the comments. I would be happy to make a video going through these illustrated editions and showing you. There's only about 16 illustrations per book, but I would be happy to open these up and do a video for you. But let me know in the comments below if you want to see a video about these books. I didn't do these before because they're not comic related. If anyone watched the Game of Thrones graphic novel video, that's the video I made because it pertained to comic books, but these don't, so I've been hesitant to do anything like that. But again, let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see a video on these specific books, and I'll be happy to share that with you guys. But yep, Game of Thrones Illustrated Editions. I've got the originals, but I wanted more, so they've got a place called the Folio Society, who has some really top-tier books, printings of these, but they're $230 a piece. Bringing it to over $1,000 for 5 books for an unfinished series. I just couldn't justify spending that much on a series that's not finished. So, but I did rebuy my Witcher Library editions because I'm a huge Witcher fan. We got both of those, and we did get some. I think we got some. Yeah, we got some dings here in the spine because Amazon does not know how to pack books. They just don't. 9 times out of 10, I can send these back and there won't be a problem. They'll send me new ones, and hopefully the next batch won't be dinged up. All right. This leaning tower here. All right, let's pull some of these down. There we go. All right, the rest of these are from Organic Price Books. It was just the Witcher books and the Game of Thrones that were from Amazon. Let's get in here. Now, some of you have noticed, it's even been posted online, that Organic Price Books has started using packing peanuts. And I hate them. Just gonna say it, I hate packing peanuts. I don't feel they're a proper way to protect your books. However, Organic Price Books has amazing customer service, and they do have an option. If you don't want packing peanuts, you can just message them and they will mark your account to use original bubble wrap and paper packaging. Anytime I have an issue, they always take care of it. This is not a knock on OPB. They are using packing peanuts now to help train some of their new guys, so I get it. But if you have an issue with this, definitely just message them and they will take care of that. They'll put a note on your account and you will not get packing peanuts anymore. So going forward, I shouldn't have any more of this problem. But this book, as you saw, was The Death of Wolverine. I don't want to throw this one as much because I don't want to get packing peanuts all over the studio. Now this book, actually, I'm pretty sure this came in just fine. I don't see any issues. Yeah, so the book actually looks okay. So don't have to send it back or anything. I just had to message them and ask if they don't use packing peanuts anymore. And I've already gotten an email response saying, no problem, we've marked your account. You will not get packing peanuts anymore. Oh, and the spine. I wanted to comment on the spine. I love it. It's very rare that Marvel does something that I don't have to fix with Roy. And this is fine just the way it is. I don't think I'll even do anything with it. I definitely would have liked collected covers in the back. And who knows, I'm an addict. We might just do a custom dust jacket just to change the cover and put some stuff on the back. But the spine looks great. Good job, Marvel. All right, let's move on here. All right. We got here. What is this? I don't even know what this is. This stuff's been sitting in my studio on the floor for too long. See, this is what I like. The bubble wrap looks great. Oh, Star Wars: The High Republic. I'm not sure they can really call this an omnibus. Look how thin that is. That's an OHC. It even says omnibus. I gotta show this to Roy because he's always having a problem getting the word omnibus on there. And this is teeny tiny, man. That's insane. This would definitely be an OHC, man. I love the High Republic. I love the Old Republic, stuff like that. So we stuck with those in the series. Moving on. That was a one-book box. That was a tiny little book, huh? Gotta get reading those Star Wars, man. All right, next. More packing peanuts. But, let me just double check here. Yeah, I don't see any issues with this one either. But What If Into the Multiverse, Volume 2. Again, packing peanuts. I'm going to stick them down here because I don't want them all over my studio. Can't stand those, man. The cleanup or anything else. But now this spine we're definitely going to have to fix because Roy already sent me one. Last time I had the first volume out here, I was talking about What If Wolverine is Lord of the Vampires is my favorite one. And he just sent me a dust jacket. I didn't have to say anything. It had Lord of the Vampires in the front. It had a black spine, collected covers, and it looked great. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to replace this cover though, man. This cover is on point. I love it. We're going to look at the book and see if there's anything else I can find, but unfortunately I may have to stick with this cover. I hate doing that because if we're going to go to the trouble of doing a custom dust jacket, I always like to change the cover. I'll get together with Roy. We'll think of something up and we'll get a custom dust jacket on that. And once I do, I'll go ahead and do a custom dust jacket video for both of these for the set. But What If Into the Multiverse. I'm so glad to have that completed. I'm going to move these over a little bit because I am already running out of room. There we go. All right, next box. Oh, this one's a bit heavier. There's more in it. This is the box I got today, which I was waiting for to shoot this video, so it does have packing peanuts. And this is our first damage that we're going to see here. The dust jacket here is damaged. I bought... I'm not even sure this is... No, this is not the right one. Okay, so I ordered Game of Thrones Volume 2. This is Clash of Kings Volume 2. I'm going to have to send it back and get the right one. The reason I did this is because I've been reading these in the car and I can't take them anymore because I don't know if you can even see it, but it flew off my dash and dinged my book. It's all sorts of dirty and banged up. So I bought another one because they were on sale for like 20 bucks, but they sent me the wrong one. It's kind of confusing because there's 4 Clash of Kings books and 4 Game of Thrones books. So it is a little hard to figure out which one's which, but I'll have to reach out and get them to go ahead and send me the right one. Now these next books, they were on sale on OPB, and I've been kind of sitting on the fence for them for a while, but I really like the aesthetic, and I just thought it would be a great story. You folks let me know in the comments below what you think of the story if you've read it. But we did get Fear Agent 1 and Fear Agent 2, if I can get it out of here. Fear Agent Volume 2. I gotta be honest, I got these based off the art. The art alone looked really good. I'm into my sci-fi fantasy. I really love that stuff. And these books just kind of jumped out at me. I watched a couple of Omar's overviews on these and it just looked really good. We are absolutely, at some point, going to do custom dust jackets for this set of books. It's just a beautiful set and I want my collected covers. These covers are actually really good. I liked them. I didn't have a problem with them. The spines are even okay. They look pretty good, but I want to protect them. So I probably won't even open these until I get custom dust jackets. But that is Fear Agent, Volume 1 and 2. are just flying through this video today. All right, next, let's pull this out here. Been waiting for this, man. My goal at some point, I would like to see the entire X-Men run be in omnibus format. And I'm sure there's more of you out there that agree with me, but the Extinction Agenda omnibus is definitely something I've been waiting for a while. But we got a recolor of one of the covers here, so you'll be seeing that coming soon, because I'm going to start doing custom dust jacket videos for 2 X-Men books at a time. They may not be right in chronological order, but we'll start doing them together. I try to do them in the order that I printed them because it's side by side. But we've already got a custom dust jacket for this, which will fix this spine here, because the problem is, usually I haven't checked it up against these yet, but these don't usually match up, and I like all my logos to match, and so they're all in unison. And so Roy has done that with all of my custom dust jackets, and I want to make sure it's right. And we also changed the colors and the fonts and whatnot. Collected covers are here, but we did get a recolor for this picture, and we'll show that in an upcoming episode. All right, X-Men Extinction Agenda. So glad to get that on the shelf finally. Last 2, folks. Up through these. All right. So this, I actually got this in another box. It was from Amazon, but that box has been long gone, so I just decided to throw it in here. New Firefly book, Aim to Misbehave. I've got this entire line. I think this is the 8th book in the series, maybe 9th? I don't remember, but I gotta get some Bro Dark covers on this. I've got the entire series. I've read the first 2 or 3, but these are great books. If you're a Firefly fan at all, it's like an episode that never aired, just like the Doctor Who books that I show, but great book. And this is actually a birthday present from my brother. His birthday's in February. He got the first one, or he'll be getting the first one for Christmas. But the second one here is his birthday present. And last in this box, I was actually introduced to this through a friend of mine that I was hanging out with, and she was into the series, and I checked out the series, and I thought it was a kid's show, so I was never into it, much like Invincible. I thought it was a kid's show, so I didn't watch it, and then when I finally did, I was like, this is not a kid's show. This is awesome. And after watching it a bit, I kind of got into it, and so I had to buy the book because it was on sale. But we have Critical Role Vox Machina Origins. I just discovered this series, and I loved it. So I went ahead and got a book that would match, so I could kind of read up on it a little bit. Now this, at some point, I probably will do a custom dust jacket. It doesn't have collected covers. This is a little wider than I'm used to, but the art looks pretty good. The show was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I watched the first season. I still got to get to the second season, but it's a great story. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It is not for kids, though. There's cursing in there, stuff like that. But it's a great show, so I'm hoping the book's just as good. All right, moving on to our final box here. Last one, folks. Man, this year just blew by, didn't it? I feel like it was just February, just a few weeks ago. All right. Do I have anything else in there? Nope, that's it. Just the one book. Man, this one's really taped up. The book everybody's been waiting for. I even had a custom omnibus made out of this. Once they solicited this, I sold it. But we have our DC versus Marvel omnibus. This book is never leaving my shelves. I'm so excited about this. The only thing I'm a little bummed about is I didn't get JLA Avengers in here. Hopefully, if enough people bought this, who knows, maybe in the future something like that'll happen. I can't wait, because I'm not spending $200 for little OHC. I'll wait until it's reprinted. If they do that, great. If not, it's just something I'm gonna have to live without. Well, folks, let's get our final shot. Well, that's our Christmas Eve Omnigeddon haul. We did end up with 10 books that were collected editions, so we do have an official Omnigeddon here. I believe our next haul will be in February. I don't have enough books coming for a January haul. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about the Fear Agent. I haven't actually read these yet, so let me know if you think that's a good series, or if I wasted my money. I'll be excited to show you folks the new custom dust jacket for the Extinction Agenda as soon as possible. We may do a custom dust jacket for the DC versus Marvel, we may not. If I do, I'm going to wait till the Amalgam book comes, we'll do a set. But the only thing I probably would change would be the collected covers in the back or the spine. I'm a huge Jim Lee fan, as you folks know, and I think that the cover is already as good as it's gonna get. Now, as always, I get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. And if you just can't get enough and need a great place to talk comics, come see me at the Bad Wolf Comics Facebook group. I can also be found lurking in the pages of the Omnibuds Cafe. It's a great place to go for talk about collected edition books. I have sold many books in that group. I've also bought a lot of books from that group. It's a great place to find quality stuff that you don't want to pay eBay prices for because people get a little out of hand there. But stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics isn't done with 2024 yet. Next week, we still have our end-of-year room tour. Until then, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Ho, 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 ho.